Hey guys, so today I decided to film a super bronzy look. It's perfect for, like the end of the summer. There's lots of highlight, there's lots of dewiness, and then I paired it off with like this pale coral lip combination. I just really like it. And nothing on the eyes because I wanted to do something different, and I just really like this look. I'm like real into like the nothing on the eye thing right now. And then, I just paired it with these because I thought they were super cute. So if you would like to know how I got this look, please keep watching. Start off with this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. It is on the pricier side, but would I repurchase it again? Yes, most definitely. So you can see it makes your skin so dewy. It's perfect for people with dry skin. I just really like it. Now I'm gonna mix in this Stila One Step Bronze, and I'm gonna be mixing that with my Make It Forever Ultra HD, and this is in the shade 125, I think. And then I'm just gonna start painting this on my face with this flat foundation brush from Eco Tools. Now I'm going to go in with my damp sponge from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to blend that together. Blend that in, I guess. When I use a sponge, I like to use the underside, the flat part, for the foundation, and then I like to use the pointier side for the concealer. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to be mixing MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15 and NW20. Going back in with the Real Techniques sponge. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and set that concealer so it doesn't crease, and for that I'm using this NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder, and this is in translucent, I believe. Okay, so first we're gonna go in with the sponge and make sure we get all the creases, and then I'm gonna dip the sponge directly into the powder and then put that on top. And then to set the concealer on my chin and my forehead, I'm going to be using a Real Techniques, what is this, setting brush. And then I'm just going to lightly pat that over those areas. Because we want this look to look mostly dewy, but I know if I don't set the concealer, it's going to crease throughout the day. So I'm just going to lightly dust that over there. So moving on to bronzing, we're going to be using this Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. It's all fancy. Looks like this. This again is another pricier item, but I just love it, and it looks like it's going to last for a really long time. Look how big this tub is. So this brush that I'm going to be applying this with, it's pretty old, but it's from Bare Minerals, and it's called Heavenly Face. It's just like a really dense flat top, kind of like kabuki brush, I guess you would say. But I like it because it is so dense, it like pushes the product into my face, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna dip it in there a little bit. And then I'm gonna start at the top right here. And this is pretty much just gonna act as like a base for our powder bronzer. And I'm just doing like kind of like tapping motions, just pushing it in there. You can see. And then I'm gonna start on the cheeks. And for the cheeks, I just kind of like rub it on there. And then just do like swirly motions. Like so. Can you see how bronzy we are already? It's so pretty. Then I'm gonna hit my jaw and right behind there by my ear. And then I'm just gonna work my way around my face. And then my neck. I only do like right outside my throat. And then right here behind my ear. Just to get a little more bronzy and a little more shadow going on. Like so. Now if you do get a little messy with this, like I did on this side, I kind of went below my cheekbone. That's okay because we're going to go ahead and bake after this to make that line a little bit more crisp. And then I'm going to just hit my nose a little bit. And right under my lip too. Like so. Okay, now we're done with that. So to set the cream bronzer, I'm going to be using this oldie but a goodie. I forgot about it and found it again. So this is the Too Faced, the Bronzed and the Beautiful palette. This used to be my favorite and then I lost it, I think, but I just found it. So, and then it looks like this. So I'm going to go ahead and set my bronzer with this color right here. I'm not really being too precise with my forehead because I do have bangs and I plan on putting them down, but if you don't have bangs, which a lot of people really don't, but go ahead and be a little bit more precise with your bronzer. I'm just not going to because you're not going to be able to see it. So I'm just going to quickly set all that. Next, let's go ahead and move on to our eyes. I'm not going to do like any eyeshadow. I just wanted to do a color to set the concealer and then just kind of like a transition color to go on top of that, just so that way our eye, what's the word? Oh, just so our eyelids don't crease throughout the day. So for the first one, I'm using this Ulta eyeshadow in Bone. It's just like a creamy kind of white color. And for that, I'm going to be using a Sigma Taper Blending E40. It's just a big fluffy blending brush. I'm going to swirl that around. And then I'm just going to put this all over the lid. So the next color by Ulta, I'm using this color in Sable, and this is just going to be like a transition shade. Just to put a little bit of something in the crease. Like so. Now let's move on to blush. So for blush, I want to keep this whole look like super dewy, super bronzy, just super glowy and shiny. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to be using this mineralized blush from MAC, and it's called Petal Power. So pretty. So I'm going to be applying that with another Bare Minerals brush. It's just a Bare Minerals day, I guess. This is a full tapered blush in Eye. I really like this because it's small and dense again. So I'm just gonna swirl that in there and lightly dust it on the apples of my cheeks first. See how pretty that is? It has like a gold kind of sheen to it. And then I'm just gonna work it back. So for an all over face highlight, I don't want anything that's like too intense. So I'm gonna start off with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, it looks like. And I'm gonna be using this middle color right here. And then I'm gonna use another Bare Minerals brush, and this is just their fan brush. So I'm gonna start off by doing my forehead right here. And then right above the arch of my eyebrow. It just gives like a nice little sheen, as you can see. Which I think this palette, or just if you wanted to buy them separately too, is just perfect for just like an all over color. And then my chin. And then just gonna just a little bit on my cheeks. Okay, so for the more intense highlight, I'm gonna be using Becca's Opal. It's just kind of like a champagne highlight. So I'm gonna be dusting that with the same brush on the high points of my cheeks. And then I'm gonna angle it, kind of like making a C, just with the extra that's left on the brush. Okay, next I wanted to try this, where is it? The other Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Blushed Copper. I just wanted to like give this a try, and it looks like this. So I'm just going to be placing this really lightly on top of the bronzer. And for that, I'm going to be using a Sigma Small Dual Fiber brush. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bake my contour, and for that I'm using the same NYC powder, and I'm just going to be using a cheapo sponge that you can get from Walmart or places like that. I'm only putting a thin line right underneath because I do want to keep this look pretty dewy. I just want to clean up underneath there. Like so. And while that is setting, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, and I'm going to do that off camera, so I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and dust this off. As you can see, it just cleaned up our contour. Even though I didn't really contour today, I did use a lot of bronzer, so I figured I probably wouldn't really need to. Like so. Next, let's go ahead and move on to lips. And for lips, I'm going to be using Bare Minerals Moxie Lip Liner in Energized. It's just like a coral orange color. I really like it. And then I'm going to be applying Koi by Dose of Colors. It's just a nice, you know, kind of a coral orange pale color. On top of that, I'm going to be using this Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss in the color Coral Craze. Now to finish off our face, I'm going to start by using NYX Dewy Finish first. I'm gonna spray this everywhere. So. You know, just kind of take a bath in it. And now, just to make our highlight pop a little bit more, I'm gonna be using MAC Fix Plus, and I'm just gonna spray that just right here where we put the highlight. One last thing, I totally forgot to highlight my nose. So let's do that real quick. Taking Becca Opal again, and I'm just gonna be doing a straight thin line. Now for some extra like body highlight, I guess you would say. I'm going to be using this Naked Urban Decay Illuminated, and it's in the color Naked Illuminated, I guess. It's in this cute little box, it just flips up. So I'm going to be using that. It does have a lot of sparkles in it, so I wouldn't recommend it for your face, but for your body I think it would be okay. So I'm just going to dust a little bit of this on my collarbone. And I think in the middle of my throat too. Like so. And then the shoulders. Okay guys, that concludes my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.